What's going on, people? And welcome back to the channel. We'll do a match reaction to the game that finished yesterday evening. Celtic 1, Young Boys 0 in the Champions League. Celtic getting through to the playoffs for the first time since 2013 to the knockout stages of the Champions League with a 1-0 victory over the Swiss side at Parkhead. It was a really good performance in the first half by Celtic. They should have scored. They had so many chances. We had 3 offside goals. Well, there's no 3 goals disallowed. 2 for offside, which were offside, and 1 for a foul, unfortunately, which was a foul. And we missed a penalty. We were by far the better team in the first half. Second half wasn't the same. I thought we allowed Young Boys into the game. Young Boys, unfortunately, they didn't have the quality to take advantage of that. But yeah, Young Boys are one of the worst teams I've seen us play. They're not a very good side at all. But yeah, Celtic got the win in the end. Yes, it was fortuitous, the goal. But over the course of the game, I think Celtic deserved to win. They had enough chances to win in the first half. Obviously, a lot of speculation about Kyogo. Potentially, this could be his last game for Celtic. I will get onto that a little bit towards the end. But I'm not going to go deep into detail about it because, it's a separate video. And obviously, it's not until he leaves, if he is going to go, then obviously I'll do a separate video on that. But yeah, Celtic started the game at a high tempo. McGregor played really well. I thought McGregor was great in the first half. I thought he won everything, back for Celtic. He dictated the play. McGregor was excellent last night. Thought he allowed Hatate to have one of his better games. Celtic, Maeda could have easily got a penalty. For Celtic, he gets into the box, defender barges him in the back. VAR didn't look at it. I personally think it would have been harsh, but it might have been worth looking at, personally, because Maeda does get there before the defender pushes Maeda. It could have easily been a penalty, because Kuhn got booked a few minutes later for a similar foul on the Young Boys defender, pushing him over. I don't really understand what the difference is, but anyway, Celtic did have the ball in the back of the net. It was Kyogo. It's a really good pass through. Kyogo gets the ball, he goes for a goal, scores, but he was just offside, he was offside. It was a really good pass, but Kyogo timed his run not right, and it was offside. Celtic had the ball in the net a second time, and it was McGregor on a high press. Young Boys tried to play it out from the back, and McGregor tried to win the ball back. It breaks to Kyogo. Kyogo gets in on goal and scores, but it is a foul again. McGregor does catch the player, unfortunately, on the foot, and it was disallowed. Maeda then played it across to Kyogo, for another chance, but again, it was just offside. It was one of those games in the first half. Celtic were just really unlucky with the decisions. They were right, but it was marginal with the 2 offsides. And then obviously one was a foul, so, VAR did get all of them right, unfortunately. But yeah, Celtic were just really good in the first half. Second half, I thought Celtic got a bit frustrated, a bit complacent, like we have seen a lot recently in some of the league matches. I don't think Celtic were as good in the second half. I thought Young Boys came into it. I think they sensed that Celtic were taking it a lot easier in the second half. Young Boys had a chance, it was really poor play from Carver because he gets beat too easily by the striker. The striker gets it into the box. What a save by Kasper Schmeichel. It then comes back out to the Young Boys player, hits it again. It's another good save by the Young Boys, from the Young Boys player. It came off Trusty as well. It was a really good save from Kasper Schmeichel. Didn't have much to do, but when he was there, It was a really good save. Celtic, did had a penalty as well. Forgot about that. Celtic got a penalty in the first half. Taylor was pulled down in the box. It was a penalty. It was harsh, but it was a penalty. The guy pulls Taylor back. Arnie Engels stepped up and he missed it. That was unlucky from Engels. I thought Engels had a decent game until then. And then afterwards, he sort of dropped out of the game. I think his confidence was hit because he missed the penalty. It was a poor penalty by Engels. But yeah, back to the second half. Celtic did get the winning goal. It was Adamida was involved, Rio Hatate. What a pass from Hatate. Excellent pass. It was a corner for Young Boys. Celtic cleared it, came out to Hatate. Hatate, first time ball into Adamida. Adam Eder, good strength, barges the defender out of the way. Gets a bit fortuitous, hits it towards goal, hits the defender and goes in. But Celtic, I think, need that little bit of luck. They've been so unlucky in the first half. Young boys had escaped, in the first half, really. But yeah, Celtic scored and they won 1-0. Like I said, it's a really good achievement to get through to the playoffs of the knockout stages of the Champions League. Obviously, still got one more match day to go. We go to Birmingham next week to play Aston Villa. Villa need to beat us to get into the top 8 for automatic qualification. I think Celtic still can get into the top 8 to automatically qualify, but I think we need to beat Villa and hope results go our way. If we did manage to do that, it'd be an incredible achievement. But if it's just the playoffs, we need to get players in. Obviously, it's a really good achievement for us. Rodgers set out the blueprint last season. We've done well in the Champions League this year. We've only lost one game so far. We've done really, really well in the Champions League. The new format suits us really well, I think. But yeah, and then obviously the Kyogo news broke afterwards. Rennes apparently have agreed a deal with Celtic for Kyogo to go to the Ligue 1 side. Apparently Kyogo wants to go there because of international ambitions, apparently, and he wants to play in a top 5 league to get more noticed by the Japanese manager. Nothing against Kyogo. I think he's been an absolutely brilliant player for Celtic in the time he's been here. He's been an absolutely brilliant player. His movement in the way he scores goals is just immense at times. He's been a really good player. If he decides to go, obviously I wish him the best. It's how the club reacts. That's my concern. Are we going to bring in another striker? Because Eder can't be the first choice. There's a lot of speculation about Adam Eder. A lot of fans have not been impressed by him. I'm one of them. I'm very, very concerned about Eder at the moment. I think he has a role in the team, but I just don't think he'll be first choice. We need to get another player in to replace Kyogo if he goes. Obviously, Jota is being rumoured to potentially coming back. Obviously, Jota was great when he was here, under Ange. It hasn't really worked for him. Obviously, we sold him to Saudi and then he went to Rennes. He only joined Rennes in the summer. It hasn't really worked for him at Rennes. Apparently, Celtic are looking to get him back in. I would take Jota back, obviously. He was a really good player for Celtic. He offers something different on the wing. But, we need to get another striker in. If we're going to let Kyogo go, we need to get another striker. Whether we do that or not is another matter. But, yeah, I'll do a video on what I think is going to happen about the Kyogo deal. But this was just a match reaction to the Young Boys win. And, yeah, we've got another game at the weekend. I'll do a reaction to that. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.